Welcome to the Unqualified podcast, where we believe God doesn't call the equipped, He equips the called. This is a space for real, unfiltered conversations about faith, healing, and growth. Because the journey with God was never meant to be perfect, just honest. I'm your host, Paige Loehr, and I'm so glad you're here. Let's begin. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Unqualified podcast. I am Paige Loehr.
And I'm Danielle Welch.
And we are doing a mini episode, I think.
Hopefully.
Maybe we've said that before. I don't know if we have or not. But this one is quick because we have guests coming and we are going to record another episode when they get here.
And we have a director who will tell us to lock it up.
We've got a new director. Her name is Shonda. And she's the best. What is this? That's new?
That's Sterling's thing.
Sterling does that.
My daughter.
Okay, so this one is called Christians in the Comments. Hey, what's up, Christians? For many years now, I, when preparing content, when I'm about to post, who do you think I am most concerned about showing up in my comment section?
Your mom.
Not my mom.
I'm worried about her and mine sometimes.
Of me.
She is super. I'm just joking.
She's not always supportive of you.
Nope. It's out of love.
You get what you deserve.
Yeah. No, I know your answer. I do get what I deserve.
Bad girl.
I bait for it sometimes.
She's rage baiting sometimes. I don't, but I feel like I do.
You get the most rise out of people.
I get a rise out of it. I'm countercultural. I'll say this all the time, and I don't care if it's not. I don't do it on purpose. God often allows me to see a different lens or a different viewpoint or a different perspective of something. So, I don't come out and say, "Here's my thoughts. This is my opinion. This is fact. This is right. This is true." I'm like, "Here's another way to think about it." The only people I'm ever concerned about, because they're the people that are going to be the meanest, is Christians. Because they're mean.
They are.
They're so mean. Okay, so I will every once in a while have an atheist pop in and be like, "You and your man-made religion, you wild woman." But for the most part, it's like a Christian that's like, "You're out of order. You're out of line. What about honor? Oh, you're praying in the streets and you're looking for attention," or like...
Has anyone ever called you a false prophet?
Not yet.
I see that happen to people, though. I see it.
Yeah. Oh, all the time.
All the time.
It's like,
They're just throwing things out.
Listen, there's a lot going on in the church today. We're getting to that. That is called Cleaning Out the Closet episode. I don't know when we're releasing that, but we're going to try to record it today. There's a lot to be called out, right? I'm not saying we can't ever call anybody out, but it's just like Christians in the comment section. I did a video where it was a quick in-jest video, and I was like, hey, just so you guys know, as Christians, our number one goal is to love people, to love God, and to love people. And, I kind of just went on about that for a couple seconds, and I said it's actually not to correct each other. And then someone in the comments, and I was like, I know you guys love to do that, but that's not actually our number one goal. And then somebody in the comment was like, but we are supposed to correct in love. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you couldn't resist, could you? Mm-mm. You just couldn't resist it. I didn't say that we weren't supposed to correct each other. I said that's not our number one goal.
Number one.
I said it's not our focus.
Yeah.
It's like if you're a Christian and you're on the internet, this is what I feel like it happens. They're looking at content and they're like, as the standard of Christianity, I must comment on this right now. In this moment, I must say something because I am the standard bearer on this subject. Oh, that's not the Bible. Oh, I don't know if that's what Jesus would do. Oh, why? Okay, so there's this one scenario where this girl is doing a video on TikTok and she's talking about a woman who has a fitness page, and she's an influencer, but she's a Christian, and she's very vocal about that. And she's like, but she did a video, and it was very much like she was dressed inappropriately, not modest enough, and it was a thirst trap, right? And so she's like, so in the comments, I just said, a Bible verse, because everybody loves having the Bible thrown at them, and attacking her, and she's like, because we're supposed to rebuke in love and as sisters. And people made a fair point. Like, if you were really concerned and if you really felt convicted, and she said God told her to do it, then you could have done that in her direct messages.
Yeah.
But my point is just like, we are not the standard, the end all be all.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you comment, like, this is like my rule of thumb. If I disagree, I will say something, maybe sometimes if it's like have you thought about it this way? Mm-hmm. Or I think this sometimes in that situation. Not, you're a horrible person.
This is what you should do.
This is stupid. This is what you should do.
Yeah.
This is how, like, you know, it's just more of like direct. Sometimes I engage and I try to be conversational, but for the most part, I actually just keep going. If I see something I disagree with, I just keep going.
Yeah.
Because what's the point? Mm-hmm. You know? So, like, for me, if I see somebody who's dressed immodestly and they're, like, we want to talk about this in a whole episode of modesty, but it's like, it's just like I move on. It's like, can we consider the comment sections like real life? Because it has the same impact and it can have the same weight. So as a Christian, are we the standard bearers in all scenarios? So we walk by somebody and they're cussing and we say, hey, you really shouldn't cuss. No, we keep our mouth shut.
No, yeah.
Because you could get slapped or punched or looked at, said something to, right? So, like, as Christians, we don't just walk around saying what we think about everything all of the time. So then why do we do that in the comment section? Is because we feel safe, we feel entitled to our opinions in other people's life because they're putting it online. Yeah, you welcome yourself for criticism, but why do we feel like we have to comment? Because we don't do that in real life, and then this is real life. People get hurt by that stuff.
So hurt.
I saw somebody at the gym. She's wearing a shirt that says faith over fear. And, you know, the shorts are getting shorter and they also go into the butt, you know, now.
Oh, yeah, the sculpting ones or whatever.
Yeah, and not just sculpting. Like, I have sculpting pants on right now, but it's they go in. It's like a thong pant.
Yeah, yeah.
Pant thong.
Yeah.
Okay, but these are shorts right underneath the cheek. All right, and then she's got a Faith Over Fear shirt on, but now all the girls do is in the back, they tuck it into their sports bra.
Yes.
So, like, that's a thing now. And no judgment. Here's the thing. This girl looks good.
Sure.
She's looking good. But, literally, but.
Yeah.
No. So it's like faith over fear is what it's supposed to say, but because the fear is tucked into her sports bra, it's like faith over butthole. Because, you know, she bends over and you cannot, it's not just like when you have pants that they just cover, right? When you have pants that go in,
you're in there.
Then you're in there when it's out or whatever. So I'm just like, you know, and a part of me, like, I'm just like, oh, that is one way to preach your faith, right? You know, it's just so funny. Faith over butt, you know. But the point is like, I'm not going to show up in her comment section of her life and just be judgmental and say, hey, you really should, so you're Christian because your shirt is a Christian shirt. So, like, no, because I'm sitting there thinking she just doesn't know her worth. She just doesn't know how valuable she is. She doesn't know how amazing she is. She doesn't know how wonderful she is. She doesn't know that she doesn't have to do that.
Yeah.
She needs, I don't want to say this for sure, maybe she's wanting and needing attention. Maybe she's wanting and needing approval. So instead of commenting, I'm just thinking about her interior world.
Yep.
So, like, as Christians in the comment section, couldn't we just pass something that we disagree with and say, wonder what's going on with them? Pray for them, maybe direct message them and say, hey, like, this is like, if you know them or if you felt like led to, have a conversation off the comment section.
Yeah.
But, you know, some Christians are just so intense and hateful in the comments. What are your thoughts? I think our guests are here, so we could wrap it up and be quick. Well, I feel like
they texted. Oh, my thoughts are full. I mean, I've got so many thoughts on the matter, but you said what I was really thinking. It was, there's just a bunch of keyboard warriors, and it's in anything. It's in It's not just Christianity. You see it in politics a lot.
Right.
But the question that you raised as far as like why are we hiding behind that, or why do we feel emboldened by a keyboard, but we don't do it in person? I know why I don't do it, because I used to do it. Like I would just call people out for stuff, not as a Christian, just like things that I thought were and it's very hurtful to somebody in person. But also I think that maybe just enough people don't know the repercussions for the fact that if they do say something and somebody is going to clap back, they're just not ready for it. So they don't do it.
Right.
Like a lot of people don't confront in person anymore because they can't handle the confrontation, but they do feel safe behind a piece of glass. Right. And what's that all about? I don't agree with it at all. I don't like when I see it. I don't like when people do it. I think it's gross.
And we're supposed to be doing things in love, right? And so like, shouldn't there be a foundation of love established in a relationship for you to do something in love?
And that's where people just I don't think they understand what love is. Right. Because our culture in this country is also love is acceptance of things. And there's a lot of so there's the unpacking of how do you do things in love. Well, I'm going to love you tough. I'm going to tell you this because I love you. Right. Because I want to save your immortal soul from wearing those shorts at the gym. So I'm going to call you out about it. Right. And there's that. I think we are supposed to do things in love, but I think even the understanding of what that love should look like and the model. Yeah. And that's because people just don't understand the heart of the Father. Yeah. The way that they should.
Yeah, for sure. I think, I consider like, when I think about modesty and I think about like just who I am in modesty, like you know me, I hate cleavage. And so I think I could take the moral standard and be like, you really got to be modest. You're showing too much cleavage, blah, 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 blah. But like the reason I hate it is because I have trauma like surrounding it. Mm-hmm. And so like something bad happened to me regarding that. And so like, that's why even throughout like my crazy days, my party days, like I was not like trying to show my girls off. Like it was just not a thing for me. Yeah. So then, take it I get into this Christian culture and I'm living a Christian lifestyle. That would have been really easy for me to like go off into a self-righteous place. Like I've never been, even when I was, but it's like, I'm modest in that way. Like high necklines, turtleneck, please, but I just don't do that because I know my own story and I just have grace for other people and where they're at. Like, yeah, so I don't know. I think it's just something interesting. I wanted this to be a short and quick episode for us to just discuss and like, just consider like, can we just ease up, It's,
if someone's feeling convicted on this right now, what are 2 things that you would tell them to maybe walk away and work on?
I would say if you're struggling with this, if you're feeling like, okay, I'm a Christian in the comment, 1, we're not trying to come at you and attack you because that's not the point here. We are trying to just bring light to something. We want people to feel safe in the Christian community. So 1, like 2 things that you could do. You could just check your own heart. You could ask yourself, why do I feel the need to say something now?
That's good.
Why do I feel the need?
Yeah.
Why do I feel the need? Do I want to be right? Am I worried for the influence this person has? Do I think that they're wrong? Like any of the comments that I've gotten, it's like the one where we're praying outside, Yeah. And it was just like the spirit of religion kicked me out. So we're praying outside and people were like, was it the spirit of religion or was it your pride? And it's like, that's so weird, So just like ask yourself, like, why do I feel the need to say something? Right. And then 2, like ask yourself, like, okay, so ask yourself, like, why do I feel the need to say something? And then 2, ask God, like, why does this bother me? Mm-hmm. Why does this bother me to the point where I feel like I need to say something?
Where I need to take time to draft this up, probably erase it a few times. Right. Why am I invested into this? Right. Because it is like, it stopped your scroll for a reason, baby. Right. And this thing's supposed to keep you scrolling. Yeah. But it stopped you. Yes. So why? Exactly. Mm-hmm. And let God lead you into that answer too. Right. Just, so I've had people that have sent me direct messages
that, you know, they felt a certain way about something that I posted or, you know, whatever. And I still, you know, I don't think everything is necessary. I don't think if you don't have a foundation of a relationship with somebody, if that's the first time you've ever messaged them ever, and it's like in potential correction or rebuke, like also think about that. Like, I don't have an established relationship with this person. I'm about to attempt to rebuke them. Maybe consider it. But also, like, I do respect that more than you're in my comment section. And it doesn't hurt me. Like, I can LOL at things that people say, you know, like whatever. But like, I see it for other people, and it makes me feel sad. It makes it feel like when Christians are the hardest to please.
Man.
You know?
Ugh, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
Christians are our hardest to please, but really that just seems so opposite of like Jesus isn't hard to please.
Yeah.
Is he?
I mean, I don't think so. I've never asked myself that question, but I think he loves us so purely and so just easily that, yeah.
We don't have to work for it.
No.
But gosh, we sure do have to work for the approval of the Christian culture.
For sure.
We got to fit into something, man.
Right.
And you certainly can't have a past. Don't get me started on people that have a past before they became a Christian, especially celebrities. That's another mini episode. That's the one I'm fired up to talk about.
For somebody to ever comment on my past.
Oh, I'm in it right now. So, you know, I got it. I'm like, please.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we want to say. Like, man, like we have an expectation of this. Like, we have a Christian podcast. Are we worried about the atheists? No, we're not.
I'm not.
We're not worried about them. What are we most worried about? We're worried about our fellow Christians disagreeing with our content, and instead of just saying like, hey, that's not my favorite podcast, just trying to drag what we do or what we say or so it's interesting. Like, one of my favorite podcasts is definitely a Christian podcast, but he would swear up and down like, I don't make this for Christians because same reason, same difference.
Yeah.
So we just want to do better. We want to be better. We want to be uplifting. We want to be encouraging. Disagree with something, for sure. Find a way to say something. If you feel like you are supposed to say something, God told you to say something, please just check your heart first. Ask God why. Ask God what he wants you to say. I mean, if you get off of something and he brings you back to it and you are supposed to say something, then yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. I'm just saying, just be careful. Think about the comment section like real life, because it is. These are people's lives. Things that we say can hurt people. Things that we say shouldn't be able to, you know, create distance between people and God, but it does, which is sad. Like, people should know that there's no separation through Christ. Like, they should know that, but not everybody does. And when we are representatives of Christ and we show up hateful in people's comment sections, like, it's so appalling to people and it's gross.